Mindfully Spiritual. This is a channel where I do collective readings or readings for the collective, particularly about your spiritual journey. Any messages that Spirit really wants you to know as you're traveling along this healing and spiritual path. Because we can't really do the spiritual healing unless we are doing the trauma healing, because that is part of what our work is here. We have carried so much trauma, literally in our DNA at this point, that we are working hard as a collective to release that so that we can move on and create a better world, a world that works for all of us, right? So let's see today what Spirit would like us to know. Okay, we have grounding. Go deep and explore your roots. And then we have valiant courage. Take action with passion. And the last card is traveling lightly. Simplify your life. Okay. So grounding, yes, that's been coming up, right? Because we are in a lot of, there are a lot of changes coming up. And we need to be prepared for our own personal changes, which will then prompt and instigate the cultural and collective changes. Grounding is important always. To me, grounding is about making sure, clinically, it's about making sure that you are in this moment. You are not anywhere else but here in this moment. Add a little mindfulness, and it's about being aware of it and accepting things as they are. Grounding, I believe, is what sort of takes out the unnecessary energy that we've been storing up and collecting off and on, whether we're receiving it from other people or we have blocks and it hasn't moved out of us. But grounding is about grounding to the moment, coming back to this present moment, and also grounding your energy, right? So make sure that your energy is connected. Usually when we do grounding things, we do things like walking outside and we see and feel nature. We can meditate and we can feel this moment as it is, right? Grounding is super important. I'm not really sure why we don't teach it to kids right away. Mindfulness either, because that is something that is a lifelong gift. Anyway, if we are grounded, we get to call on our courage, because now is the time to move forward in whatever it is you're being asked to move forward. I'm being asked to move forward by shifting the kind of work that I do and being seen in a far more public way than I'm used to. And actually learning some new skills. I only started tarot about a year and a half ago, and I've been doing oracle cards for 5 or 6 or 7 years now. So between mindfulness meditation, oracle cards, and tarot, I have been finding so much guidance in terms of how to heal and how to move forward. And so I want to be able to pass that to you. And so this is me using my valiant courage, right? And we want you to call on whatever courage you need, because you are traveling, you are moving forward. And it's best that traveling lightly is a little bit like, basically, let's let go of expectations. Only bring what you need. So if anything that doesn't serve you on this, like some thoughts or maybe lower vibration people or even communities, you're gonna wanna let them go. Keep your energy at your own vibration, right? So let's see what else Spirit wants us to know about this little trip. All right, so unconscious is the King of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Swords. Whoops. We have the Hangman. We have Moon. Goodness, my hands today. We have the King of Wands, Lovers, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Knight of Cups, and Seven of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Can I have one for the moon, please? Yep. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, cool. And can I have one also for let's see, can I have one also for the Seven of Cups, please? Thank you. Okay, Eight of Swords, sorry, and Justice. Eight of Swords and Justice. Okay. So, looking at things from the King, you on the unconscious is the King of Cups. You are right now in an energy of diplomacy. You are a leader who also honors his heart and emotions. You are someone who is cloaked in your own empowerment, and you're learning to speak your truth for yourself and your community. Abundant, right? Lots inside. And it looks to me like right now you have been practicing, and it's good to continue practicing this new craft for yourself. As I said, this is a newer craft for me. So continue to process your craft. And it looks like you want to consider moving out of maybe an old, could have been an old work, could have been an old relationship that isn't serving you. You are able to help other people. So the challenge is you have to heal, accept the lessons that you've learned in order to be able to move forward to the next lesson. And that process is what you are going to be bringing to the world. So you do understand, you have beliefs that you can see things from different perspectives, and that will give you more choices possibly. So the Hangman is really somebody who is ready and willing to sacrifice in order to get this highest new perspective from spirit. See, crown chakra, all lit up. So you're going to get that information, and you understand that the way to do that is by going internally and getting the assistance that you need. You are, let's see, it looks to me like you've had some beliefs, some illusions about money. Might also be about relationships, because they tend to go hand in hand, because money is a relationship. So you are looking at this, you have these beliefs of lack and scarcity, that there's not enough for everyone, that if somebody else has a lot, then you're gonna have less. When actually there is unlimited potential. It's just our human nature that we try to make things smaller so we can understand them, I think, because our higher self understands that we can pretty much do anything we put our minds to. We just need to learn about it, focus on it, and continue to put the energy and attention in the place we want to grow, right? So you've had some illusions, because that's all they are, about lack and scarcity, and you are working towards becoming more stable and becoming much more like the Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody who is practical, reliable, somebody who is good at self-care, and I mean real self-care. It's somebody who can put in the time and energy for themselves, because they know it's going to help them as they move out into the world, right? So as within, so without. Or as without, so within. So you have come from a great, you've come a great way, let's say. You've come from a place of understanding that we can be fully abundant. We just have to believe it. Really, this is about your beliefs and learning how to move forward, traveling lightly. You don't want to carry things with you that don't belong or that are too heavy, right? So you are now in this stable place. The near past has been that you have started. Whatever this new thing is, you have a big, bold vision and you have begun it. You've started, you are able to lead others in a process that is about empowerment. It's about self-empowerment. It's about understanding that you are rooted in your own ancestry, the messages, the lessons they have learned in the past. And you are listening to your heart, because the King of Wands is very excited, very passionate, inspiring, and inspired. And it looks like in your near future, there is a new something coming along. It could be love, because I'm reading this, I have my love, so I'm reading it for work, because that's also more of what I want, is for these readings to be helpful in your spiritual path, not necessarily in finding a partner. So even though we have the Lovers, it's an energy exchange, right? So you may be getting a new relationship. Now that could be a relationship, a love relationship. It could also be a collaboration. So I want you to keep that in mind too. So this could be somebody that's coming ahead towards you that is going to help you move forward in your soul's purpose. Now you are standing pretty good all by yourself. You are abundant. You understand that you can do this. You can accomplish this. And you have lots of luxury, lots of desires that are beginning to show. You're manifesting different things around yourself, the things that you've been looking for. And the energy that you have around you is about celebrating. So celebrate, first of all, celebrate how far you've come in this journey, right? Celebrate that and understand that it is within a community. When you celebrate within a community, you really are receiving like tenfold what you originally received, because all that energy is there, right? And the action is that this is asking you to be, to move forward with compassion and care for yourself. You really need to pay attention to caring for yourself internally, and learn to hold yourself with love. And hold that love for yourself. So hold yourself with love and be able to hold that for yourself, so that you now have that to offer, right? You can offer others because you have been loving on yourself. Now, the outcome says that you have been maybe procrastinating a little more. There's been some confusion over which one of these things you want to focus on to move forward. And there may be some karmic balance that's coming. So you may have been working through, we talked about these beliefs about lack and scarcity, which may have been and probably were handed down to you from your family of origin and their families. And so many of us have received that handed down from our families, that as we clear that individually, we clear it for the collective, so that the next generations aren't going to have to heal these beliefs. We will have healed them. But there's some confusion over which one you're looking at. So be careful when you choose. Just be discerning, and don't allow the fear to get in the way. Remember to bring your valiant courage, because you've got this. This will be balancing for you in terms of you may be off balance right now, whether it's you're without love in terms of relationship, or without the relationship with money. So lack. So if you're in either lack place, this is saying there is going to be a balancing out of that. So this will balance out how I'm looking for it to balance out my income, to use my gifts in a way that excites me and is inspiring and helps other people. And as a therapist, I've done that in a certain way. And now as a card reader and oracle, this is helping me sort of reignite that for myself. And I did not hold myself in terms of financially, I was not good to myself when I was working as a therapist. I had some pretty shitty beliefs that came along with social work in particular. And so I am seeing that this is what's going to happen. And this is a reflection of what's going to be happening for you as well. You are stepping into resolving whatever this particular karma or karmic belief is around lack and not enough. So that's pretty exciting, because as you do this, this is what people mean when they say you are healing ancestral trauma. Like, you are the person that is now stepping up and helping your entire family, and that's, you know, that's your human family too, not just your family of origin, right? All right, so let's get a picture of what are some blocks, oops, and obstacles. Please, blocks and obstacles, please. All right. Okay. All right. Blocks and obstacles, please. We have the Fool. We have 3 of Pentacles, and we have, excuse me, 7 of Cups. Let's see. Can I have one for 7 of Cups? Thank you. Page of Cups. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. So the blocks are that you need to begin again. You need to drop the expectations that you have. This is the Fool, and the Fool is just starting out over. He doesn't have any expectations. He's not really sure where he's going. It's a beginner's mind, right? Start fresh. So that is, excuse me, that is something that has been blocking you, is that you are carrying too much forward. You have too many expectations of what this is going to look like. I know I have expectations of what this is going to look like, so we need to let go of that and begin to allow things to appear. And then another thing is that there is some teamwork needed, collaboration, and so you need to find your peeps, and you need to understand that the work that you do matters. The work that every single one of us does, and I mean work out in the world, but also work in terms of healing and spiritual growth. That work, we all are needed. And you are, if you are doing anything in the way like I am in terms of on social media, then you're probably being seen, and that's important. You need to be seen in this, right? In order to gather some collaborators. And it does talk about the confusion, and so Spirit is suggesting that there may be some messages that you're receiving from guides or Spirit that you are missing. So there's like the surprise, the fish jumps out of the cup, and you want to be, let's see, Page of Cups is somebody who is very emotional, somebody who is in touch with their emotions, is able to communicate their emotions as well. It's about, again, there's a piece of this that's about empowering yourself to be able to put this offering out in the world, whether it's an offering in terms of a relationship or an offering in terms of work that you're doing. there's some unexpected surprises that probably have come up or will come up, and you just want to keep an eye on what those might be so that you can be discerning. Okay, now we want actions and advice, please. Actions and advice. 5 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, so it looks to me like you've had some losses and you've been grieving, and that's important to do. But don't get stuck in that grief. You want to be able to move forward, so you're going to have to resolve that. And by that I mean feel that crap fully. So you want to allow that loss. Know that there is a both and situation here. So there's loss and grief, and there are other 2 cups that are full behind him. So at the same time, good things are happening too. So you want to keep that in mind, that even when there is loss, like, okay, say you're changing jobs, there's a loss, but it also, you gain something in this area. So keep that in mind. Again, drop those burdens. If you are feeling burdened, I'm saying it again because I get that message a lot. Sometimes we do or think we're supposed to do, and we pick up things, sticks of our own or for other people, and it's really time to put those suckers down because they're blocking your way. You're feeling so burdened you're not able to see forward. And the Lovers is about what you think it is, right? A lover is somebody who's in harmony with you, somebody who's in alignment with you. So that is also what this card means too. Like, you are moving into alignment by focusing and releasing the grief, allowing yourself to drop the burdens and move forward, travel lightly, move forward with less. And then you are in alignment. That brings you into alignment and harmony and balance, right? That's so cool. You're getting there. You're on the way. Let's see. Messages from higher self, please. 7 of Swords, World, and 2 of Swords. So let's get 7 of Swords first, please. Whoop. Ace of Swords. And can I have the one for the 2 of Swords as well, please? Thank you. And Ace of Cups. Too funny. Okay. So one of the things that we often deal with when we have beliefs about scarcity and lack, we tend to, there's like a sneakiness that develops, a manipulation. Like, if I'm gonna have more, I'm gonna take them, then you're gonna have less. So there's some conflict, there's some sneakiness, and you really want to get rid of that. You want to be straight, clear, with integrity. None of this sneaking stuff. Also, I call them sneaky thoughts because we try to change our thoughts, and then that sense of lack or scarcity will pop back in too. And you don't want to do that, obviously, when you're aware of it. You want to put it down, and you want to focus on the truth, your truth, with integrity. You're going to be successful. This is a cycle that is closing. You are moving through this and closing this cycle. You do have some decision that you have to make for yourself that you're not sure you like either choice. And so this card says, please, please, please pay attention to what your heart wants. Pay attention to the gifts of your heart. What gifts have you been given from Spirit, whatever that is? You're a great listener. You're somebody who does great paperwork. You are kind and loving to yourself and other people, whatever that is. Focus on the gifts that Spirit has given you, and that will help you to manifest the life that you're looking for. Co-create those, babies. All right, guys, this is kind of powerful. So sit with that and see what the messages are for you. And I'll see you next time.